JFK Jr.'s close friend assumed the president's son had a fling with an old flame after a row with his wife. John F. Kennedy Jr. cheated on his wife Carolyn Bessette-Kennedy less than 48 hours before their tragic death in a plane crash, a new book suggests. The book, Once Upon a Time: The Captivating Life of Carolyn Bessette-Kennedy, will be published on May 21, 2024. The book is a biography and has been authored by Elizabeth Beller. Former President John F. Kennedy's son and Carolyn were killed in July 1999 together with her sister Lauren as he flew them in a light aircraft from New Jersey to Massachusetts. It was later determined that magazine publisher John had failed to maintain control of the plane due to spatial disorientation as he descended over water at night off Martha's Vineyard. A new biography of Bessette-Kennedy details how their sudden downfall came as the tumultuous, high-profile relationship was falling into disarray. Author Elizabeth Beller writes in Once Upon a Time: The Captivating Life of Carolyn Bessette-Kennedy that the couple had stopped sleeping together and were in couples therapy towards the end of their lives. Beller says that Calvin Klein publicist Carolyn was on a steady diet of antidepressants, which affected her libido, and that she had expressed dismay at the idea of getting pregnant. Against that backdrop, Beller claims that 2 nights before the crash, JFK Jr. received a late-night visit from his ex-girlfriend Julie Baker at the Stanhope Hotel in Manhattan, where he was staying after arguing with Carolyn. The following morning, JFK Jr. and Baker were spotted having breakfast together at the hotel. Baker was a model whom JFK Jr. met in 1989 and dated until 1991. The couple had their first date at an Andrew Dice Clay stand-up performance. JFK Jr.'s close friend Sasha Shermayeff told Beller, "I knew Julie was a lover from the past, and I assumed it was a sexually intimate encounter, but that was only what I assumed. I was aware of the struggles in his marriage and of his past with Julie, so I presumed. But I never spoke to John about it." Beller reveals that shortly before the crash, JFK Jr. and Carolyn had gone for dinner with TV host Christina and her then-husband Jamie Rubin in Martha's Vineyard. When JFK Jr. later asked his former college roommate Amanpour whether she and Rubin planned to have kids, the British-Iranian journalist confirmed they were trying to get pregnant. Carolyn is said to have remarked, "Oh, please don't say that. If you get pregnant, John will want us to get pregnant too." The book quotes JFK Jr.'s longtime mentor George Plimpton, who said Carolyn's fear of the media glare and crowds impacted her desire to have kids. "Had they lived, I have no doubt she would have learned to cope. They would have had children," Plimpton said. Aside from the strain of being high-profile public figures belonging to America's most famous family, the book largely blames JFK Jr. and Carolyn's marriage woes on a lack of sex. An unhappy Carolyn, who was taking antidepressants at the time, simply refused to sleep with her husband, Beller recounts. Sasha Shermayeff said, "Prescriptions are doled out like candy, and they don't tell you about the side effects."